Everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. We're doing our crypto versus forex discussion. We got one person aboard. We're gonna keep it free flowing as more people come in. So yeah, you're asking Cyrus about the where I'm at. So right now, what I'm doing is I have a strategy. It's a pretty. It started as a simple strategy, and basically what happened was I've got three indicators that I use, and I might be adding two more. So as you can see, as I add more indicators, it complicates the strategy,
Right.
and that's what I'm finding. And because I'm preferring to work with 1 minute data time frame,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of movement in a lot of these currency pairs that I'm trying to track. And right now I subscribe to 40 plus. And the problem is that there's so much random. Well, I won't even say there's any patterns at all because it's so random, and I'm only really watching the price line
hmm
with all the different conditions that I'm using. So that's where I'm struggling. Where I was said earlier is like you apply a fix to one problem that one position or trade may go against you, and you try to find a solution for it, and then you plug that kind of hole, and then you have that fix impacts another trade, and that trade may fail because you have another scenario that may not meet that condition, and you're always finding you're always having these losing trades. So
Right.
a lot of it's really hard to find a real pattern. I'm not doing any back testing because, like I said, the time frame I'm using it's so random. So that's what I'm experiencing. So I was hoping to get some experienced people on here that can sort of give insight on as you move from, let's say, the world of forex trading, especially automated, with all the stuff that's happening in crypto right now, because there's, I don't know, let's say 20, 30, 40 different exchanges out there. And there's so many moving parts to crypto when it comes to all these different coins and da da da, so many different factors. First question is it possible you can take the same trading logic that you've built for, let's say, forex, and it is successful, and assuming it is, can you easily move it into the world of crypto? And even if that's the case, and even if you were to make that investment of time, is it easier or is it worthwhile to put the time in? Because with the last couple of weeks, you know how Bitcoin has fallen pretty close to 50%,
Right.
or the regulators in, have you heard about the regulators in Korea?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's regulation coming for Germany and France. And the question is as you move into it, want to build an automated trading strategy around it, by the time you're finished, is it worthwhile to go through the process when, if you have all these regulations going against you, or too much corruption in the world of crypto with all these exchanges, or who knows? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is worthwhile and what's not? So is it worthwhile to put the time in once I finish up this
Well,
forex strategy?
I think again, as I said, like you may have a little more insight into stuff than me, but for me, from out of like looking at it from out of the box, it looks like that all government agencies around the globe
Yeah,
they're trying to kind of accept it now that this such a thing is going to be here, stay, not gonna vaporize in one night. So they're trying to kind of regulate it a little bit.
yeah,
So they can accept like even I heard that government of Canada they're trying to kind of have a conversation that they're trying to actually consider, maybe using it in the future, stuff like that. At least that start having a dialogue about it too, right?
yeah,
But as you said too, like other countries, they're trying to kind of regulate so that way also they can monitor who's holding and who's not, like in terms of the laundry, anti-laundering stuff, drugs and stuff,
yeah,
criminals, let's say. And also, as I said, like I think it was a big measure stuff that CBOE start actually losing that, put it under exchange, right? So that's
Yeah.
a good move, right, for that. So kind of accepting, just that the matter of time that countries gonna go around it and they start accepting it. Like I know, like you already know, like some stores they do start to accept it, you know. Maybe in Toronto or somewhere.
Yeah.
As much.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I hear you. I think I cover this kind of thing in one of the questions.
Yeah.
Down, I got all the. Can you see these questions?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. So, like I said, I gotten all these questions from these two websites here. Might as well get started here. Um, we can just talk about each question and see what you think.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know about the volatility in crypto, where you can make money. Do you think if you were to invest into the time of doing cryptocurrency that you could lose money faster in the world of crypto versus forex?
Um, it's possible, but again, it all depends to the exchange or to that market that they participate in. And like, okay, first of all, what kind of bid and ask they're asking, you know,
Yeah,
and how they're trading it is like, how they come, what's the underlayer into it, you know?
yeah,
Like for forex, you know, it's all currencies, right? So basically, it's not centralized. But with this, again, we don't know who's holding most. Could be just somebody wanted to get cash overnight, you know, and just wanted to sell. And then everybody panicked and just shut down. Or something going on with the mining center or something in China.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you were to automate it, some form of strategy, and you knew the volatility movement, and knew how to make those calls, like, would you put the time into that in the world of
Yeah, I
crypto?
would say so. Why not? I believe that right now it's just like because it's new and nobody knows what's really going on, what's really under of all this contract currency is, and it's a little bit hard. Like volatility is very high, you know, like one day goes down, one day goes up, you know, very crazy, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But overall, I think, yeah, once you kind of start do your due diligence and watch it and see what's going on, get the idea about it a little bit set out, then I'm sure you can start making some system to it and start
yeah,
making some money, right? Like you can make money
yeah.
from both sides, you know?
Right. Because I know we got Steve just joined us. So if you want to just type up your opinion in the chat box, that'd be great. We're just doing a general Q&A question to you all, just trying to get some people's opinion. We're just doing the second question here. Now, I don't know how familiar you guys are with the world of crypto. I know in the world of Duca's copy, they are trying to add cryptocurrencies to their selection of assets that you can trade through their platform.
Okay.
So the one that they're choosing is Bitcoin and Ethereum, like the two most popular.
Okay.
So knowing that the way the current cryptocurrency world is, where let's just say all the major currencies or coins started losing money and started losing value. And when you look at all the amount of small coins out there, there's like something like 1,300 of them, and we know a bunch of them are going to be manipulated and pumped and dumped and whatever. Would you rather spend time relying on the major forex brokers to trade your cryptocurrency, or would you just say, screw it, I'm going to go to the multiple number of small exchanges out there and trade through them, uh, like I can't remember, even like BitThumb and Binance and all the exchanges. Like, would you put your efforts into trading through those kind of exchanges, or would you just rely on your forex broker? So, like,
Good question. I'm not sure. Like, it all depends. Like I don't have so much information and knowledge into this.
Yeah.
So if
Well,
if the brokers do basically back up those bigger institutions, then yeah, I'd rather just use the broker, deal with it.
okay. Well, let me put it this scenario to you then. Let's say the broker does support crypto, but they only allow the two big ones like Ethereum and Bitcoin, and that's it. So
Okay.
would you stay with those currency selections within your broker, or would you say, screw it, I want more risk, or I'm willing to take on more risk and go with the independent brokers?
I'll probably stick with them.
The main.
I'm not gonna change my strategy or go and find somebody else or go into like more riskier assets. Not familiar with these two assets, and I just stick with them.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. I'd probably do the same, but in my case, with the broker, I've asked. I know that the currencies, the cryptocurrencies are coming, but I'll just say through other channels that they're struggling with trying to get a perfect fit for both the Bitcoin and Ethereum in Duca's copy. So the question is, do I wait it out for them to get that solution, or do I just say screw it, as I said, and just go with the independent other brokers out there that you'd find on CoinMarketCap? But thanks for that. That kind of makes sense. So the other question is, obviously a lot of people will use technical indicators for cryptocurrency. I'm not sure how far along you are. It sounds like as you said, you're fairly new. Would you try to apply any quantitative techniques to the world of crypto, or would you just stick with, like, let's say, technical analysis only? I guess based upon your experience is probably the better way to.
I would say I look at the technical as well. Like for me, I'm more a fundamental person.
Yeah.
So I look at the macro aspect of things more than the micro aspect.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing in the past. But yeah, if technical makes sense, why not?
Right.
And if I'm really relying on the technical to do my trade stuff, yeah, okay, I'll stick with that and use it if they're quantitative.
I mean, here's a question for you. If you're going to use the fundamental and macro, which I also believe, how would you be able to apply it into the world of forex? I mean, how long would you anticipate holding your positions for? Like, what sort of time horizon would you hold your positions for? Like couple of weeks?
Oh, well, for that, I don't think it's that long. Unless I'm really shorting or something. I know that, okay, something going on or there's some technical or economic data that's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of building my position. It's not like, okay, I'm just going to buy like one lot and keep it for a month.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the, like, I look at technical, says, okay, what are my good entries in this past event, because who knows what the future is going to be. So based on my analysis, I just start building a position, and then once the event happens, then I just say, okay, basically it goes up and goes down, and then based on that, I just either sell everything or just still keep on solving things, sell something.
Okay. So if you were to use technical analysis, what indicators do you think it would work for more of a predictable manner for your market calls?
Well, as I said, it's been a long time done any trading so much.
Right.
Mostly before in the past, I was always used the volumes and then also the RSI stuff just to see is it oversold or overbought, and just look at the simple stuff. I'm not really an expert in technical, just know some of the simple things.
Okay.
And that is just wrong.
Okay. Now I don't know if this based upon your where you're at and what you know, I'm not sure how much you researched. I mean, if you had to choose only one asset class to trade, being either crypto or forex, which one would it be and why?
Well, for me, if I'm experiencing both,
Yeah.
maybe I'm gonna stick to one of them. I try to keep things simple, right? I don't want to complicate things. That's because your brain's just gonna go crazy, right?
Right. Right.
Then you can't make mistakes
That's right.
back and forth. Since I have some experience in forex, I'll probably stick with FX.
FX. Okay.
And then I may just hedge crypto for that. Like let's say, I don't know, for example, if China or Japan or Korea are like a big movers into crypto stock, then just maybe look at their currency and look at the cryptos, look at the correlation going on between them. And then that way maybe I just hedge it towards it.
Right. That makes sense. Now, here's a statement I got from one of these sites. It said that in order to be an effective forex trader, you need to have tens of thousands of dollars. Do you believe that?
No, I won't.
Okay. Now, do you believe that in order to be a newbie at crypto, you can literally start with nothing?
Well, I don't know what the requirements are and how can you participate in it. Let's say if we can start, let's say $1 trades, and you may start $1, but obviously the more money you have, the more leverage you have to. Just like if you just you don't want to just put everything down at first, you just want to get yourself into it again and see how it goes.
Right. So let's say you became a cryptocurrency. I'm not sure if you've actually done any research in it.
No, I have not.
Okay. I can ask Steve if he wants to answer this question via the chat box, the group chat. Do you find it very difficult to trade due to the unpredictability of crypto trading? And that's part one. And is there any predictability within forex trading? Based upon your experience, I mean, you might be able to answer this, Cyrus. Is there any predictability within forex trading? If so, what time frame and under what conditions would you think? You want me to break that question up for you, Cyrus?
No, I can read it.
Okay. Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm just trying to
process. Steve wants to participate. It's up to him.
I don't know. Let's see. It might be just
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You can jump in anytime you want.
Okay, I just unmuted.
No problem.
Yeah, they're calling me to dinner, but I'm not going yet.
Okay. I'm not sure if you got the question. Are you a crypto trader? Have any experience with crypto?
No, not yet. I'm just jumping into it.
Okay.
I've been trading before, but I haven't been trading very much for a whole year. We've just been moving from Ann Arbor to Midland, Michigan.
Oh, wow.
So everything's in boxes, but I've got computers up, and I saw your email, so I said, I'll look into this.
Well, I don't know. Based upon even your research of crypto trading, do you find it very difficult to trade under the unpredictability of it?
Oh, yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Like the futures market, people are taking a short position because they believe it's going to crash.
Yeah.
Basically, all they can do. How are you going to, unless you're really a big trader, one lot is very dangerous.
Yeah.
There's no micro lots or mini lots.
Yeah. Have you traded forex before?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
That's not seriously, but I just um, do it in a small scale so I don't lose a lot of money.
right. Well, let me ask you this, based upon your experience. Do you find that there can be predictability with forex trading?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Under what time
I'm
frame
not
would
real
you?
sure about crypto though because it's driven by events to a large degree and not by day-to-day business, and it's just traders and
Right.
then news. It's very spiky.
Okay. Do you find like with forex being predictable, what time frames would you trade to make it predictable?
Well, I haven't researched that yet, but are you familiar with singular spectrum analysis?
I think so. From an electronics point of view.
It's a signal processing technique
Yeah.
that's used to find any cycles and separate them from trends and noise.
Okay.
So the way to answer your question is to first do that analysis and decide if there are any cycles that could be traded, like daily, weekly, and if there's any trend worth trading, or whether the noise is going to be too risky.
Okay. So
And then I could answer your question, but I haven't done the analysis. I haven't even collected the data and done it yet.
right, but let's say you were to do that type of analysis. What type of time frame would you use? You said you would use weekly and daily.
I would probably use tick by tick or whatever rate, the fastest rate that I could get, and then I would vary the time axis by various things like the volume in order to make the cycles more stable.
Okay.
And then whatever the biggest cycle is, you would have to sample it more than twice every cycle. So that would determine the time scale.
Okay. So
really, right now, closest I could get to it is trying to trade a trend on a very small scale, just to learn about it.
right, but if you were to continue with what you're trying to do, what's a typical time horizon you'd hold those positions for? You think?
As long as, well, I would draw the charts that show respecting of the channels and of the resistance, and the time it takes to traverse support to a resistance or vice versa would determine the time scale for trend trading.
Okay.
And that would be my first stop. By looking at the charts, you can see which things are what kind of analysis is the charts appear to respect. In other words, what kind of trading is being done there. I don't believe that, at first when I was looking into it, the technical analysis worked very well because the big traders weren't entering the market. Now the hedge funds are entering it and they have all kinds of different methods of trading. You have to respond to that.
So, based upon what you just said, would you say that there's more randomness in the market now because of hedge funds?
No, I'd say that there's still patterns in there.
Yeah.
But I think that, look what high frequency trading has done to the hedge funds. They started out gangbusters and take more and more algorithms to find any juice.
Right.
And when the algorithms become used a lot, then they don't work as well.
Right. Okay, that's good. Appreciate it. All the answers I'm getting so far. I really appreciate it. Number 8, do you think the pricing behavior between forex and crypto are pretty well the same outside of the unpredictable volatility of it?
Absolutely not.
No. Okay.
But I think that eventually forex and crypto will be combined because crypto is a better way to handle forex itself. but that hasn't happened yet.
How do you mean by? I'm trying to understand how you mean by crypto will handle forex.
I think that the IMF is on a fast track to turn crypto into something that can be regulated from a hierarchical basis.
Oh, I see.
Where the people that started crypto are at the opposite end of the spectrum. They want to be totally free of any governing forces.
Right. That's the whole point.
It's going to resolve one way or the other.
Right.
Or both.
Yeah.
And the trading will be entirely different in either one because of the type of people that are doing the trading.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense, but that's why
I'm talking to some people. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
We got
being called away, but I don't think I'll be here a whole lot longer.
Yeah. No, we got 3 more
questions. I'll ask for permission to record the rest.
Yeah, we're doing that right now. There's only 3 statements of if you agree with these statements or not, and that's all we're doing. Do you believe in this statement? Main difference in forex, we can make big profit from it, but in crypto, it is made for little profit.
Oh, I don't think that. I think that it's going to grow and grow and grow. So it depends on what you mean by little or big. For me, it's always little because I'm just one person.
Yeah.
I'm not trading for a bank or an institution.
No. I'm referring to just when you put on a position, your magnitude of return. That's all.
Well, I think right now crypto is just trend trading. Crypto is mind-boggling if you get in at the right time and just go long.
Yeah.
But if there's going to be a 50% correction, leverage is kind of foolish.
Absolutely. What about this statement? Money is so fast in forex, you can go bankrupt fairly fast too if you take the wrong position. So the statement, there's somebody else counteracted with, crypto is safer. Money can multiply too if you spot a coin before it pumps.
Well, forex is highly leveraged generally, and I think that crypto is mostly not leveraged. So you're looking at different leverage behavior of it.
Yeah.
For crypto, if you look over the different exchanges, the prices are all different everywhere. So you could trade arbitrage between exchanges.
Right.
You just buy it on the cheaper one and sell it on the dearer one.
Right. Yeah. Once
Bitcoin, each transaction is getting so expensive that the overhead is
reduced. Yeah. Last statement. The forex isn't easy, but the level of insider trading in crypto might just make up for that difficulty. You believe that?
I don't think it makes any sense.
Right. Okay. Well, that's pretty well all I had. If you can see the questions, Steve, if there's anything else you want to add in for the other questions.
Every answer can inform the way you look at the world more.
I think you came in just before question 7.
I don't exercise at all. I'm just blessed with this one.
Yeah, I'm talking now. You muted me. Do you want to talk to me?
Yeah. Sorry, I had to mute Steve. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, I was just listening to the other fellow answer, and I think that that was informative to me. I actually would say at this point, crypto is tradable on a fundamental basis more than with high frequency trading. Although I know that there's huge money going into high frequency trading of crypto, and it's all going to change really fast.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to understand is when you say fundamental, I mean, to me, that's using economic news or...
That's right, using mostly news and studying use cases of the currencies and the charts. The technical analysis of charts has worked very well for crypto, particularly early on. You know, the support and resistance is very clear. The price almost very often reverses at those price levels. If you just draw the charts and use your intuition, I think they work better than stocks anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
But that I think is going to change as soon as the algorithms come in, and people with a lot of money are able to manipulate the price and throw off people's algorithms.
Yeah, that's
they have enough force to fool the algorithms. They'll do so.
Yeah, well, who knows that's happening now?
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure the best way to be a big trader is to perturb the market, and then put that into the fact that you're perturbing the market. That allows you to know what's going to happen in the future. So you put that into your algorithm and cheat.
Yeah.
By that means, then any juice you get from manipulating the market, you win.
Yeah, I know there's one big exchange, BitMEX, that allows market making on their exchange. So I know some people that do market making on that exchange and do quite well. But as you said, it's just the question is how long will it last before all the bigger players come in?
Yeah. I mean, I could invent a way to make a lot of money if I had a lot of money to start with. Yeah. But having very little money, the game is different.
Well, this is true. I think a lot of us are the small players. I mean, do you think the futures contracts from the CBOE and the CME or NASDAQ will make a big difference?
Oh, yeah, but I don't know what. I think that if that was really big, I could take a small position to hedge, so that if there's a very rapid decline, for example, I could hedge it without having to try to do the transactions in Bitcoin. I wouldn't have to do the transaction. Yep. The transaction costs could be done without the price of it.
Right. Are you a software developer yourself, or are you?
Well, I've done it for other traders, not the software for myself. It burns out after just about every algo or optimized program doesn't last very long, so you have to just keep doing it.
Yeah, when you say keep doing it, you mean changing.
Keep adding new algorithms that are able to adapt. In other words, you don't just train the algorithm for profitability; you train it for adaptability. Right. And if it stops being able to adapt, then someone's overused it. Someone else has found it and overused it, or something has made it so it doesn't work anymore.
Well, do you think this is where machine learning can really help you out?
Well, yeah, but that's what machine learning does to the market. There's only so much profit that can be extracted by predictability. Yeah. And once everybody has robots crawling all over, gathering every crumb, all the robots are getting hungrier and hungrier.
Yeah.
Because there just is only so much juice to be had.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's noisy.
Right.
So as soon as everybody gets real hungry, they're going to find it isn't worth the money to compete, and that'll be the stable state.
Well, do you think that's what's going on right now in the world of forex?
Yes, I do.
And that's regardless of what
technical analysis still works in forex, so it hasn't been totally picked out yet.
Right.
But if you watch, you'll find various kinds of technical analysis work, and then they don't work. There's regime changes, they're called.
Yeah.
Where people are following, and if there's communication between the players, well, I'll play this and you play that technique and so forth, and then we'll switch. And if they know that in advance, they're cheating.
Right. So you think that's going to happen at any large broker for retail forex brokers?
Well, I don't know. I'd say large brokers are better regulated than the little ones. The little ones can come and go.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean,
So
if you
I thought it was a very good thing that Bitcoin is being traded on the futures exchange
yeah.
because it establishes credibility, but it's also going to disrupt the heck out of it.
Well, I think that was the intention of it.
Well, I don't really know. I do know that the distributed ledger technology, I'd say that's probably the right word for it, is being seized upon by every government and every banker and everybody that wants to control the world's money, which is what a lot of people believe is the way to control the world itself.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that everybody's just busting their butts on it, and it's going to go really fast.
Yeah, well, I think it's already happening. But I mean, if you had the time in the world, like where would you put your resources? More into the with a probability of being more successful in forex, or would you?
I would say, well, forex for me is practice. Is practice because I can trade micro lots in
Yeah.
real time without going broke.
Mm-hmm.
And crypto is some it's as a flash in the pan that you can trade it long and short if you're fast enough, and you don't over leverage and try to waste your try to get too rich on it. I think some people were lucky. Other people lost their coins. They don't know what happened to them.
Yeah.
They just disappeared.
Yeah. I mean, but where you're at now, where would you put your development time into forex still, or would you just jump right into?
I'm going to put it into crypto that's got a good use case and is going to have enough volume to stabilize it, like the IMF's whatever kind of crypto they use for uh, um, for their bankers' money that they will bail banks out with. The IMF money, whatever crypto they come up with, that will be based on the fiat currencies in of the countries or the cryptocurrencies of the various countries.
Well, I'm talking about right now though. Would you then weigh the volumes are for, let's say, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and some of the other big coins? Would you, knowing that they can be hopefully more stable at some point, would you then put effort into focus only on those larger cryptocurrencies?
I have a tendency to stay away from the initial coin offerings and go for cryptos that have a growing capital base,
Okay.
which that means they're being traded, and that there are certain macro tendencies that you may be able to make a profit from. If it's really little, you're at the you have to trust all the people that are involved in it, and I'd say the majority of them are going to be deceptive, and you're just rolling dice.
I gotcha. So then what you're saying is you wouldn't put your development efforts into the bigger cryptocurrencies at this time, like the big ones, like Ethereum.
Well, yeah, I'm starting to collect data, and I'm going to be researching it because
Okay.
I think that the biggest ones are going to exist for some time. But what they're going to do, I haven't much of a clue
Yeah.
because I know the forces that are coming to change it all are huge.
Yeah. So does that mean then you're pretty well given up on forex as well, and you're just putting your effort into?
Right now, yeah, because I just sold my house and don't have a lot of money to throw around trading.
No, I understand that, but then even if you did, you'd still put the effort into cryptocurrency then versus forex. Correct? Am I?
Oh yeah, I figured that it's very important to do that to just learn
Yeah.
how to deal with it
Yeah.
because it's different.
Right.
But I think eventually it will stabilize to be more like just real forex.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, forex did give everybody the freedom to exchange different currencies and
Yeah.
arbitrage between them and follow the fortunes of different countries and so forth. And I think the same thing will happen with crypto because the fiat currencies will, I mean, crypto is really a ledger, a way of accounting, and that's a big game changer because it makes the transaction costs far lower.
Right.
I mean, Bitcoin it has to be fixed, or the transaction changes will be so large that they'll be like buying bars of gold. There'd be only big amounts per lot traded unless somebody comes up with micro lots.
Yeah. Very true.
But if you went long Bitcoin in 2012, just hang on for the ride.
Well, yeah, you could even do it from March of last year till last month in December. You would have made times 10 probably.
Yeah.
But that, as you said, that was an anomaly, right?
Well, yeah, because it was like the start of a nuclear explosion. The heat is the highest the first few nanoseconds, or microseconds, but the effect goes on for a longer time. The result is different, though, than that initial fission or fusion.
Yeah.
Right now, the reaction is very fast, and it's speeding up.
Yeah.
We're in the first nanoseconds of the explosion.
I think so. Let me see if Cyrus wants to say anything.
Okay, I'll turn off the mic.
Okay, thanks, man. Are you able to hear me, Cyrus?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just listening. That's all. I guess you can only have two people, one person at a time.
No, I can have as many. It's just unfortunately your background noise is quite noisy.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
No
I'm still at work, so there are people still working. So.
Yeah.
So you should have told me.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry about that. So I mean, like Steve can jump on anytime he wants as well, but from what you're hearing and what you're hearing from tonight, I mean, if you had the option to go ahead, forge ahead in trading forex with what you know versus how crypto is and the potential of it, but yet considering the risk of it with all the manipulation and whatnot, where would you put your effort into? Cryptocurrency, or would you still?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I would say I'll just wait for a little bit just to find out what's really a deal about this Bitcoin stuff, and what's really going to happen. Like, there's so much uncertainty going on, and there's speculation. Okay, they're going to regulate it, they're going to not. I don't know. And if they do, also even CRA, we don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to tax us on it? Any profit we make or not? And also, there's something unknown going on.
Yeah.
I may speculate and maybe trade for the heck of it.
Yeah.
But if I really want to make a living out of it and make money out of it, I may just wait until I get all my questions answers before I really step into it more seriously. But I may just either watch it or just monitor it to see how it is, and if there's a small trade going on here or there just to make some profit, I may do that. I may just put some money into it just for the hell of it, just if tomorrow if I lose it, I won't go and cry overnight about it,
Right. Well, I was just talking about more of from a software development point of view as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a software developer.
Right. Okay, but I think you've answered it pretty well. I guess that's all my questions for tonight. Have you guys got any questions or further comment either way? Otherwise, we can tear down this conversation tonight and do another one next week.
Sure. So next week we're gonna have web as well as.
No, that's going to be in Toronto. It's going to be my meetup group.
Yeah. Okay.
Restaurant. Yeah. So we'll do that next week, and then I'll be out of town in 2 weeks. So I'll try to resume this the following Thursday.
Okay.
In February.
All right.
So I'll put out emails and all the usual, and my meetup and Facebook and all that.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. But hopefully, I don't know if Steve has anything he'd like to add. But if not, we can definitely wrap it up for tonight and do it. As I said, continue the conversation next week or the next couple of weeks.
Sure. Sounds
I think that's a good idea. I just wanted to see what was happening. I guess it's just starting here.
Well, where I'm at right now is, as I was saying right at the beginning, it's like I've been working on this strategy, and there's a lot of randomness to the forex. And where I'm at, it's like, do I continue? I mean, I'll definitely finish this off, but my logic was, can I apply this same trading logic to the world of cryptocurrency and be able to expect the same, hopefully the same results, thinking that the pricing behavior will be the same between crypto and forex. So that's why I have all these questions for that.
I don't believe they're going to be the same.
Yeah.
But I think that certain technical analysis will work because people are using technical analysis to trade.
Yeah, that's right.
So they say, okay, it's overbought. Okay, by what criteria is overbought?
Yeah.
There's certain consensus there, and if it's in effect, then you can trade it.
Right. That's right.
Because there's going to be the opposite sides. There's going to be a bear for every bull, and vice versa. Otherwise, the trade doesn't happen.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's just the world of crypto is still so new. It's like what's the percent of humans buying and that are like versus algos, you know? So I don't know if anybody really knows that question. So
well, I think right now people are mostly buying in order to start their accounts. And it's, as long as more and more people get into it, it's going to be bullish.
Yeah.
But when everybody's in it, then it'll be arbitrage or just trading, or it'll be a disaster that knocks it over.
Yeah. The thing though is that you know, with crypto, there's so many, like there's 1,300 cryptos out there, and at any point in time, there's always going to be that opportunity, but a good chunk of that time may be, you know, is it because of a pump and dump scenario? You know what I mean?
So, well, I think a lot of it is pump and dump because people are just entering, and they're studying. You know, they're speculating on the new use cases or new technologies.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Yeah. I guess, is there anything else you guys like to add? Otherwise, we can do it next week. I'm going to probably do I've done the topic before on technical analysis for either crypto or for forex, but I might just do technical analysis for forex. But I'll see who's interested in what.
Sounds good.
Yeah. But thanks for participating, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for your time.
No problem. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, man.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
See you next week. Yeah. All right.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.